right. Trying out some new streaming software today. Figured I would go live to work on editing some drum tracks. So I'm working on some edits for the song Alarm Bells. We're doing some remixes of it. And I wanted to explore this new streaming software. So I will be editing Alarm Bells today, not playing the drums, not singing, not recording anything, but just doing some editing here. So let me get this thing set up, make sure we can hear what I'm working on. And let's do some edits here. So main focus today is to work on the different drum tracks we have here. When we finished the song Alarm Bells and released it for Special Victim a few months ago, I decided I wanted to do a remix EP and release a few different takes of that song, recreated by friends, musicians, and DJs. And one of the remixes, my partner from Octavate, Josh, started to lay down some tracks of more of just a raw rock version of it. And so Josh put together some guitar and some bass tracks and then sent it back to me. And then I re-recorded all the drum parts from scratch. And let me take a look here. I did about 13 different drum takes. And some spots were great, perfect. Other spots were not so great. So I'm actually in here in Logic Pro listening to the different takes. And instead of re-recording it, I am finding the best pieces of each take and stitching them together. So that's what I'm working on right now. And if you want to hang out and watch, great. If you have any questions about the song, or if you have any questions about how I'm doing editing, you may message me in the chat. And I'm curious to see how this new streaming software that I'm using works. So I'm primarily focusing right now on listening to the bass drum and the snare drum hits and finding where things might be just a little off beat, where I can drag those back to where they need to go, or cut and paste. All right, let me back that up. I have all the guitars and vocals muted right now, so I can just listen to the drum track. Here's a spot that's a little off. The bass drum right here. Right here would be the perfect lineup, but it's a little bit early. I may keep it, but you can see take 9 was nearly right on, and I may switch that. I could switch these at any point. So that's kind of what I'm doing right here. And I'll do the same thing as I listen to the snare drum takes. Yes, I have 13 different takes of these. So I'll probably just leave it for now, but I may come back. So that's at the 1 minute and 44-second spot. I wonder, is the audio coming through in this? That's neat. I just noticed on my phone that Amazon Music just says that I'm streaming live right now because this is in Twitch. That's interesting. And Twitch says I'm streaming live, and Facebook says I'm streaming live. So that's all pretty cool. All right. Well, I hope the audio is coming through. It's probably much more enjoyable to watch if you can hear the music. But I'm going to keep working here. All right, so I know up here, this is where I was editing earlier today. About, I think it was about a half hour ago, I was trying to get everything set up to do this stream, and I somehow made a major error, and I saved it, and I had slowed down the tempo of everything in the song, and somehow I saved it. So I actually had to revert to a copy that I saved about 7 or 8 hours ago. So there were some changes I made in the last hour or two that I lost. So maybe I'll find them. I just noticed the bass drum here is a little early. I will probably leave that there, but just noticing that I got some other options here to pull from. Take 9 looks like it's spot on, but to realize if I were to change the bass drum mix here, I would have to change it in every track. So the snare drum, actually, let me show you a view here so you can see all of the tracks. Let's see. All right. So do the Option F key. Oh, it's Option F. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Okay, so Option F. Oh, I know why, because I did Command F. Aha. But I want to zoom so I can see these tracks a little better. So here we go. Option F allows me to collapse all the tracks here. All right. So here are the different drum tracks. I got the kick drum, an overhead, it's a left and a right, so it's a stereo mix of overhead mics. I have the snare drum. I have a microphone on top of the snare drum, another one on the bottom, hi-hats, and I had 2 floor toms, no rack toms on this mix or on this recording. So all I'm focusing on right now are the drums. There's a little something off here. So here's where I edited this morning. I had a pretty big series of edits here, and I lost those when I had I don't know, I must have made a mistake with a keyboard combo of some sort. So let's see. I know there's some issues around here. Bass drum's a little bit off here. Or it's right there's the snare drum is off. Bass drum gets off there a little bit too. So let me play through a little more. Here's actually it looks like the edits that I made from this morning are still here, and you can hear some of them. My hope is in the final mix, it doesn't stand out at all, but here you can hear them quite a bit, pretty pronounced. So you can see these little marks right here where I spliced the track. I was using take number 7, and then this one little spot here, I switched to using take 5. And so I had to actually splice each of the different drum tracks and switch them to take 5. And then this small section here, I see take 6 and take 7's mixed here. So there's a problem I need to fix here. This is not right. This whole section right here is definitely not right where I have take 6 and 7. So I need to fix that. And then down over here looks like take 13, which is where most of the song was based on originally. So let's listen through this a little bit. All right. Oh, I have a dog barking upstairs. So since this is take 6, I need to make all of these take 6. I need to make sure we're using the same takes. Okay, now they're all take 6 in this one section. I don't need to care about guitars right now. Oops. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Now that all of these are on take 7, I think. That's take 7. Take 6. These should all be on take 6. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. 6. Okay, those are good. There's definitely something a little off over here. All right. This stream seems to be working pretty well. Software seems to be pretty good. I'm using StreamYard today. Just learned about this a couple weeks ago, and it allows you to stream to several networks at the same time. It's pretty nice. What I'd like to know is, am I able to receive comments from people watching? Because I should be live on Twitch, Periscope, and Facebook right now. Hmm. All right, I'm going to save this for a second. Get myself to a good save spot. And I think I'm going to wrap up for now. So this has been good. Thanks for hanging out and checking out me while I edit songs for Special Victim. This will be an upcoming remix for Alarm Bells. There will be, I think, 3 or 4, maybe 5 dance remixes, and a rock remix. And if I get things together, I'll have an acoustic mix of this as well. All right, I'm going to stop this stream now. Thanks for joining, and we'll be back another time to dig deeper into this. Bye.